Hello everybody, my name is Merc, and today I am checking out this Stanley parable. This is going to be a very weird let's check out for my channel because basically I intend to show as little of this game as possible, which is kind of counterproductive to the whole idea of checking out the game. But the reason why I do this is because, or I am doing this rather, is because this game is going to be heavily spoiled if I were to play too far into it, I feel. And I say that without actually having played this game before. I played the demo all the way through, and I enjoyed the hell out of the demo, and I've seen many reviews on this game and that are just like outstanding, just praising it for what it does, and without spoiling anything too, as well as talking to some friends of mine who also have this game and have claimed that it is very, very well done. So basically, the reason why I'm doing this video is just to, if I can, show a little bit of the main gameplay without spoiling anything, and maybe ushering you folk to go check it out yourself, because this game is really interesting, and I feel that it is important that you check it out on your own and not just, watch a Let's Play or whatever, because that's kind of counterproductive to how this game works. So, as always with my checkouts, my Let's Check Out series, I'm going to go into the options screen, show off the video options here, and as you can see there's some pretty standard stuff. Laptop power savings, which is weird, but that's cool to have nonetheless. Field of view slider, as well as a number of advanced options here. This game doesn't seem to be too taxing when it comes to graphics options, but I don't think it's required. Basically, you play as Stanley, as far as I know, and he works in an office, and as you can see, I haven't even mentioned it yet, this computer screen over here exactly mimics what I'm doing. So it almost is like you are Stanley already playing the game, even though you are playing the menu, which is absurd, and I very, very much like this feature, and I think it's very well done. So there's also some audio options here, some audio sliders, as well as some closed captioning, that's very important, as well as fully editable key bindings here, except they're very basic, just W, A, S, and D, and duck, which is control, and use your item, which is mouse 1, and that's pretty much it. So that's interesting. Not much to do in this game except for walk around and click things. And if you have a problem with that, then unfortunately this doesn't seem like it's going to be a game for you. This game is entirely about its narrative and the narrator that it has as well, which is very well done from what I've heard of the demo, and hopefully very well done in this game as well. I'm sure it can only get better from what I saw in the demo, which was very enjoyable. I just sat there pressing the 8 button over and over, and I very much enjoyed that 8 game, man. I'll go back to it one of these days and just see if I can get a high score or something. And that's pretty much, you need to just play the demo if you don't know what I'm talking about there. And there's also achievement in the extras. I'm not sure what this is. You just press enable and you get an achievement. You get an achievement. Yeah, you get an achievement. I thought that was very, very funny. Getting an achievement just for being in the extra screen. I don't think it actually counts as an achievement though. And you can also disable and /enable saves. I'm not sure I understand that, but that's neither here nor there. So we're gonna start the game, and you're gonna be discovering this game as I have, because basically I know nothing about it. So the end is never the end is never the end is loading.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-eating, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. Stanley was happy.
Man, that almost sounds like
something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Now, I imagine I can control right now, but I'm gonna just, say some things. I like how, it's basically just making fun of the gaming culture where people just press buttons and are told to press buttons, and you press buttons in order to have things happen. And it also reminds me of a previous job I had with data entry, so it kind of relates to me. So I guess I should probably move around a little bit, although I also kind of want the narrator to say something for me not moving, but that'll probably take a while or not happen at all. So we're gonna turn around and we're gonna go explore, I guess. Nice little office we got here. Can I click some things? Can I press some buttons? I want to press some buttons. Aw, man. Can't press buttons unless they tell me to press buttons? That's weird. Can't even jump? What is this game? God. Hello? Is anybody here?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Hey.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Oh,
Perhaps
man.
he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, yeah, that's probably what it is. Probably just missed a memo. We need to go check
No
out.
matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Did someone trace the coworkers? Oh, I don't know. We probably just missed the memo. It was a big meeting, the whole company, and we just need to go see what's going on. Hello? Anybody? 4B6. Interesting. Is anybody here? Doesn't look like there's anybody here. Hello? 420? 425?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Fine, I'll touch things more. It eventually will advance the story, I tell you. I know how games work. Just gotta touch all the things, and eventually something will happen. Right? Right. Alright. 417, are you here? Your name's 417, right? Everyone's just named after the office number they're in. Stanley's number 427, also known as Stanley. Alright, I guess I can't open any doors. What kind of game is this? You can't even open any doors? Oh.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Did I enter the door on this left? Please, you can't tell me what to do, game. Okay, I'm going on the left. Oh, man. Can I go in 413? No. God. You got some nice motivational posters. You gotta have those in every workplace. Alright. No tips for not
Yet
getting
there was
fired.
not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. RIP frowns. Okay. Fire the paper guy. Papers are too synergized. Hire somebody to fire the paper synergizing guy. Who moved my desk? Please keep the targets on the topic of blanked out. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Ongoing. Synergize papers! The future was yesterday. Tomorrow is now. Tomorrow, complete today's unfinished agenda items. Write next day's agenda. Reflect. Oh man, this is awesome. I'm looking at a whiteboard and I think this is the best game ever already. Oh. TPS reports. Pfft. Get enough of that shit. The boss appreciation minute. Circle the top 20 things you love the most about your boss. Fill out and triplicate and return your boss appreciation specialist. Interesting. Solving interpersonal conflict. If you ever find yourself in conflict with another diligent employee, like yourself, which is spelled wrong, but more inclined toward conflict unless you're the kind of person who initiates conflict, wow. What are your dreams for the future? Success, plant life, a boat, pollution, less air, spring break, hope, clear skin, comatose. Oh my god. Yeah. My plans for the future is to be a comatose. Don't get fired. That's a good tip for not getting fired. Do unbelievably amazing work all the time, every day, with no expectation of promotion or recognition. I don't know if they realize, but there are some typos in this, which is a little unfortunate. Resent coworkers for not supporting you more, let it ball up inside you, take it passive-aggressively on your coworkers. Using slides to assure that employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slides a slick blue graphic in the header and throw some bevel on all the text. This will ensure a calm, productive work environment. Everyone is unique, you most of all. I love this already. I haven't even done anything. This is amazing.
Stanley just stood there doing nothing more. He seems to think
Nothing
I have
at
nothing
all.
better to do with my time than to sit around and describe every fascinating little detail of his inability to do anything.
I know
This is
you
why
have nothing.
Stanley and I are on such good terms.
Oh, so he knows he has nothing better to do. Okay, we're on good terms then. Rate of increase in graphs per slide. Please, no more charts. Please, I'm begging. Oh my god, that is amazing. This is amazing. Bi-quarterly post-review review. Work harder, hard worker. Teenagers, a lot of percent. Space between the teenagers. Throw something in the idea bin. No more bins, trash cans. Renaming of the ideas bin. That's a good idea. Renaming that to the ideas bin. Size of demographic. More water coolers, more water cooler heaters. Charts need to be more hip to appeal to teenage demographic. Now, I'm sorry for just reading all of these charts, but really, you're seeing the game right now. Basically, if I go too far in this, I'm gonna feel like I'm spoiling things that I shouldn't be, and I'm very much enjoying just reading this on my own. So you're gonna have to deal with it. Deal with it. Profit. Just a profit in the profits. All right. Colors in segment. Target demographic is teenagers. Interesting. What do people want? Things. Happy feelings. Mike James, you are fired. Well, number of slides on the slides. Slides, charts, and slides, charts. This is amazing. I don't know if I've said that enough, but I'm enjoying this immensely. Money, more money. Things, but with money to buy more things. Graphs about things and money. We have our new product. Requires more secondary research. Stripes? Oh man. Stripes, that's intense. To do. Synergize core value expenditures. Shift global market parade. Monetize free to play. That sounds like a good idea. Why did we hire you? Remember, that takes two people to start a fight, and right now you're both of them. Mitosis. Talk radio. Yeah, that's my dreams of the future, to be on talk radio. Quarterly pie chart. Profits. Wow. Help. I'm a post-it. Oh my god. Well, I guess I should probably move on. Like, I'm sure some of you are screaming that, actually, I'm sure if you guys had a problem with me being in this room for this long, you would have left this video by now. Broom closet. Can I go in the broom closet? I can go in the broom closet. Sweet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Do I turn around and get back on track? Can I close the door? I can. Awesome. Can I pick up this broom?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Except I am in here. You got a problem? Well, I guess I should probably leave.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way.
I mean, I
And
guess.
he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Doing sweet FA. That's kind of awesome. Well, I guess I should get out of here. Oh,
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why?
why not?
Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Seriously, why not? That is my answer. Why not? Well, I guess I should probably leave the broom closet.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out.
Well, I wanted to explore it.
Occurred to me because literally, this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
I bet you this broom closet is the end of the game. I mean, what else could it be? I'll be back, broom closet. I'll be back. Alright. Where are we
Coming
going?
to a staircase, Stanley
No!
walked upstairs
Broom
to
closet!
his boss's office.
We're going upstairs to the boss's up. Fuck that. We're getting out of here. No one's here? We might as well just leave. Like, I'm assuming this is where, like, the garage is, and we can get out of here and have a good time. What's down here? Nothing. We can go have a party. We can have a fire hose. You gonna close on me? Oh, that was a weird lighting effect. Okay, oh, there's our car.
But Stanley just
Oh.
couldn't do it.
Wait a minute.
He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that.
My plan was to
And in such a
leave the
competitive economy,
office
why
entirely.
had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was
Now I
crazy.
want to go up to the
And then
boss.
something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of
How did this
the world
car
was
get in
breaking
here?
mysteriously out
Oh,
of
I guess through
existence in
here,
a
okay.
single moment, for
I was gonna
no
say.
reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
Yeah, like why did this
For
car get in here?
example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
That's true.
Doors close automatically behind him wherever he went.
That's true.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
Are they?
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real.
Uh-oh.
And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it.
1, 2,
dreaming!
B, 4.
He yelled. This is all a dream.
That's probably what it is.
What a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose
Oh,
his
he's just
job.
asleep at his
He wasn't
desk.
crazy
It makes
after
sense
all.
now.
And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
Yeah, no,
So,
Stanley's got the
he
point here.
imagined himself flying.
Okay.
And began to gently float.
Oh,
over the
wow.
ground.
I am.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared.
Oh,
It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid?
This is awesome.
And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
What's that, Stanley?
Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
That's a good question.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was
Oh
Stanley
my.
simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Wow.
The voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He
Just
would
what?
prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Jeez.
I am okay.
Are you sure you're okay, Stanley? It doesn't seem like it. Oh, I'm still here. God damn it.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real.
Are you sure
Please,
you're real,
just
Stanley?
someone
Uh-oh.
Tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can
Oh my
anyone hear
God.
my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Did it? It was going red for a second there. Wow. I don't know what just
This is
happened.
the story of a woman named Mariella.
The Mariella parable.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man.
Did I just beat the game?
He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Oh my. What just happened? Did I seriously just somehow beat the game? Because I know this game has a lot of endings. Oh my god, I did too. That's amazing. Well, I think this is as good a time as any, really, to end this video. I didn't expect to cut to one of the endings in the video, but I'm kind of glad I did, because that was probably one of the worst endings I could have gotten. Jeez. I very much enjoyed this game, and I'm definitely going to play a whole lot more, but I'm going to do that on my own time, and you guys should pick this up and see the many more endings that this game has to offer. And hopefully they're better than that last one. No offense to that last one, but you know, kind of want to see Stanley resolve this mystery, if that's a thing that can happen. Kind of doesn't seem like it will. Well, I don't know. I have no idea. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I will see you next time.